This is People of the State of Michigan versus Annette Glasgow, docket number 19-498FH. If you two want to come up to the podium, please, you can still stand apart, but
Just sit here.
yeah, there's a lot of trip hazards in this courtroom right now. And Ms. Glasgow, oh, you didn't put your address in on the form. Could you just please fill out the 2 lines below your name?
What is it?
1143 Dorchester Circle.
Oh,
Apartment 21.
Does it come there?
48910.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Glasgow, that is your current address on Dorchester Circle?
Yes.
Okay, and do you work right now?
No.
Okay, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Glasgow, you have the right to be represented by an attorney, and you are represented by Mr. Abbott. Mr. Abbott, I'm told this is a no contest plea to count 2, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then will you waive reading of count 1?
Yes.
Ms. Allen, would you read count 2, please?
In the People of the State of Michigan versus Annette Glasgow, file 19-498-FH, State of Michigan, County of Hingham, in the name of the people of the State of Michigan, the prosecuting attorney for this county appears before the court and informs the court that on or about June 3rd, 2019, at 1143 Dorchester Circle, number 8, City of Lansing, Hingham County, the defendant did in count 2 commit the offense of assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation, that she did make an assault upon Gail Garris with the intent to do great bodily harm less than the crime of murder contrary to Michigan law. This is a felony punishable by up to 10 years or $5,000, DNA to be taken upon arrest, and the consecutive sentence may be imposed under Michigan law if the assault was committed in a place of confinement and was committed against the peace and dignity of the State of Michigan.
Ms. Glasgow, you're being charged here with assault with intent to do great bodily harm. That is a felony, punishable by up to 10 years in prison. If you were on parole at the time you committed the offense, it's a mandatory consecutive sentence. Have you had enough time to talk about the charge with your lawyer?
Not really.
Okay, then you better, if you have some questions for him, this would be the time to go over them and make sure you've had enough time. So we can go off the record. I don't have to listen if you want to talk to him some more.
You have another question?
No. It's what I told you.
Yeah.
Sidebars and all.
No, I don't know why it's not working.
That's about it.
Okay, so you understand what's going on.
Yes.
All right.
I think we're ready to proceed, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're good to go?
Yes.
Okay, so you've had enough time.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay, your questions have been answered?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me about what we're doing today?
No.
Okay. And I'm told you want to plead no contest, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, if your plea of no contest is accepted by this court, it means you won't have a trial of any kind, and you'll be giving up the rights that go along with the trial. Did you sign this advice of rights form?
Yes.
And did you go over the rights on the form?
Yes.
So you understand then that the form lists the rights that go along with the trial, and those are the rights you give up when you plead no contest.
Yes.
And that's what you want to do?
Yes.
Also, if I accept your plea, it means you can't come back later on and try to say that the plea was the result of some promise or threat that no one told me about today. Do you understand that?
Yes.
It also means you cannot come back later on and try to say that it really wasn't your own choice to plead no contest today. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Is there a plea agreement, Ms. Allen?
There is, Your Honor. In exchange for the defendant's successful plea of no contest to count 2, the people agreed to dismiss count 1. We also agree, pursuant to People versus Killebrew, that the defendant's upfront jail would not exceed 12 months in the Hingham County Jail.
And Mr. Abbott, is that a full and complete statement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Ms. Glasgow, is that how you understand it also?
Yes.
And do you agree with it?
Yes.
There's this agreement about your sentence that it would be no more than 12 months in jail. If for some reason I wanted to give you more than that, I would tell you before I sentenced you, and I'd give you a chance, if you wanted to take back this plea and start all over. You got all that?
Yes.
Okay, has anyone promised you anything else that hasn't been said here right now in order to get you to plead no contest?
No,
Anyone used any threats?
no,
Is this your own choice?
yes,
Okay, and Mr. Abbott, the reason for no contest plea?
Intoxication at the time of the event, Your Honor.
Lack of memory?
Yes.
And the people are in agreement with a no contest plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and I've gotten a police report from the Lansing Police Department that I've already reviewed, and I find that these events occurred on or about June 3rd of 2019, and all at the location of 1143 Dorchester Circle, Apartment 8 in Lansing, Ingham County. On that date at that location, the police spoke to Gail Garris, and Ms. Garris was quite seriously injured, bleeding from the face. She had a laceration on her left lower eyelid that barely missed her eyeball, and she had about a 3-inch laceration on her left cheek, which extended from her left cheekbone down to her chin. The injuries were non-life-threatening, but obviously quite serious, and she reported to the police that she had been assaulted by a lady with a box cutter, and she said she knew the lady because she lived upstairs. She was ultimately shown a photo lineup, and she was positive that the person she identified as number 5 was the person who had assaulted her. And for the record, there is something missing from the police report. I think everybody's stipulating that number 5 was the defendant, Ms. Glasgow. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. She's identified as Annette Fly in that case,
Okay,
on that photograph.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
thank you. So the court finds that there was an assault made on Ms. Garris, and that given the nature of the injuries and the location of the injuries, it was done with intent to commit great bodily harm, and that it was done intentionally. Has the court complied with MCR 6.302, Ms. Allen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Abbott?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you aware of any promises, threats, or inducements other than those already placed on the record, Ms. Allen?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Abbott?
No, Your Honor.
The court finds the plea is understandingly and voluntarily made without undue influence, threats, or promises of leniency. Per the findings of the court, it supports conviction on count 2, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, and the plea is accepted and the conviction will enter. Sentencing date is Monday, oh no, that's not right. Monday, May 3rd. If that date's good, I gotta check on a time. Okay, thank you. Monday, May 3rd at 3 o'clock?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Glasgow, you will need to be back here on Monday, May 3rd at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for sentencing. It's very important that you're here then, and also very important that you show up. It's a virtual interview that the probation department will schedule with you so that they can use the interview with you in the report that I'll use for sentencing. If you don't hear from the adult probation department in the next couple of days to set that up, please call them and tell them you need to set up an interview. Their number is 483-6100. Mr. Abbott can write it down for you if you need, but your bond is continued and you are all set.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And if this is the prosecutor's report, I'll return it.